just need to hold on to it. Minute 10 on this clock, and they've taken some contact towards top mid. Oh, it's just messy. The USPs need to be connecting the headshots, and they seem to be piercing the ears of the T players, shooting either side, but not where it's needed. 5v2, Eternal Fire. Holding on to his Kevlar. I mean, that's never what you want in your pistol round. Your player's fallen away saving, especially Twixie in that scenario. Quite literally nothing for him to save here, but he has managed to strip ahead. Emo gone. That's actually where that rifle's come from. So ZKS was able to drop that rifle because he saved the Kevlar. He just buys himself a Deagle. That rifle gets dropped over. Not bad at all. Arax, Twixie, and Spargo actually get off to a really good start here. And KOVA have no need to over-rotate at all here for Yuli. Just tucked in this corner. He has such early info that as the bomb tries to rotate around, he might actually be able to grab the bomb here. But with 40 seconds left, a 4v1 and a Galil, I'm not sure if he's got much shot of the round. Finds the first, sprays away, does catch him. That's Yuli. He was the man that a little bit undecisive of where he's going to go. Of course, he was last spotted in mid, so could really end up anywhere. The issue is so many angles to clear on this A site, and he hasn't got time to do so. 10 seconds left. mouz has one to the walls. Library, no way he expects the pick up from Graveyard, and that's actually a really, really nice play. Completely understandable. And they've kind of screwed themselves economically when it comes to the fact that they won the pistol and lost the follow-up, but the pistols seem to be doing all the work. Issa, my goodness, that is an incredible headshot. And when you take into account the fact that the flash at the start of the round completely whiffed, they'll be on double eco. They'll probably force around this rifle, so it's quite an important weapon to bring into the next. He's already being hunted. As he gets spotted here by xantares, there's no doubt that they should be chasing after him. KOVA playing a little bit further back. No sniper available for them, but 5 rifles just as deadly. Ooh. And a little 1-for-1. Calix has done well to trade that too. This is kind of how these rounds fall apart when you've got a Deagle man that's required to trade and find these big frags and he can't connect. But Calix has found 2 right there, despite the contingency on the bite. Yuli has to try and pick up the pieces. 3v3, almost a dead even playing field with Emo on low HP. Twixie, a little bit late to react there, but he does find the kill regardless. And Emo, I mean, he's low, but so are 2 of his opponents. This is a very winnable clutch. He just needs to play it right. There's lots of time on the bomb, but the time pressure's still there. Unfortunately, can't connect with the first man. The smoke starts to fade, finds the first, swings out, headshot connected. And this is what I was talking about. When Emo comes alive, he's explosive. And for Twixie, he's bailed out. Emo's done it. He's clutched up the 1-on-3. What a monster. Decent bit of early user damage. ZKS. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. What has just happened there? We didn't even get to see it from xantares' POV, but he's just walked through apps and stripped away 2 heads. That is unbelievable. Yuli, I'm not really sure what that is. It's definitely a fortune for him. That's not the case. Twixie and Arax. The 2 remaining. Look at this. I mean, Eternal Fire, they've already got the bomb down, and they're already on the 4-man hunt. They know that the final 2 members are saving towards B. The reason that I'm not the biggest fan of Inferno, and I always criticize it, especially when I was casting with Grandma. He's going to win it, but Spargo. This is one of his first opportunities here in this game to pull out this AWP and show us what he's made of with it, and he does so very, very nicely. Big opener. ZKS as well with the spam. Doesn't actually take any damage there. In fact, 13 points of it, but negligible amounts. The trades come through though. 4v2. ZKS finally tacked down low, but still not finished off. And oh my goodness, this timing is unbelievable. Twixie, aware of it though. Very, very smart from the man. Watching this is a key shot. Switches out to the Desert Eagle. And that is rough. They know exactly where he is. He's got 4. Neither weapon, the one you really want when you're in a fight against a low HP player. If he had the bomb on his back, he'd be able to go round to B and have a crack at this. But unfortunately, he's going to be stabbed in the back. Unfortunately, not the stab, though. And Twixie instead, bit of discipline, gets the headshot. Spargo, just misses the shot. DKS, though, to follow up. Spargo with another, and the Panthers actually worked really nicely. And the three-man configuration towards short has just completely crumbled. It didn't work at all. It's very, very hard to hold the apartments from short, especially when the execute comes through and you're being pincered from both angles. Yeah. So Airax is now over towards long. This would be smart if Eternal Fire backtracked and went back towards the B side of things. Instead, they are going to commit to A. The flash is absolutely perfect. ZKS, that is unreal. The first fully blinds Emor. The second doesn't quite get Callus. He's playing anti, but with his back turned, he can't do a lot. And Xantara's blinded as well. Can't quite be finished off, but he's tacked down low enough that his teammates are able to pick it up. And what a round there from KOVA. Really, really nice read. Complete shutdown. Woxic does connect the flick, but it's not the kill. And it's Spargo to finish things off as Twixie just kind of roll maybe over towards the A-bomb site. Or this kind of real versatile style of AWPing where he just comes from anywhere. Goes for a peek second mid, maybe goes for a peek on A, sometimes rotates to B. Just a complete shutdown towards the A side of things, though. Emor, once again, just an absolute monster. 3 kills for him. That's going to bolster him up to 16, so it extends that gap even further as Xantares joins the double digits party. Throwing you except a few flashbangs. That's what we're seeing right now. Final HE deployed, has not done any damage, and now it's going to be a B execution. Nothing left to defend. Xantares and Calyx, only the bullets to try and stop the push from coming through. And as the 1-for-1 trades convert, Calyx, he loses his life. 3v3, smoke down in CT. C4 going to be planted. But there's no util left for either side except these 2 flashes for Eternal Fire. Woxic up close with a scout. Not the weapon you want in these scenarios, but still finds one. Spargo trades on the swing, but Emor's there to take it right back. Yuli with a great one-tap, but he can't convert the 1v1. Emor, once again, the clutch master. Xantara's on a fast rotate. Smoke goes down. For KOVA, they've not made a sound, but Woxic still doing damage. Another kill, taking out the late lurk towards the A-bomb site. 4v3, and as the push comes out, no smoke for CT, but 2 big headshots to be delivered. And Airax and ZKS tip this one on its head. 2v2, winnable, but probably not likely, bearing in mind they're both so low on health. That was a big whiff from Woxic. It almost cost him his life. Luckily still alive, though, and still here to do damage. A 3rd kill for the round for the man. He's really come alive here in this one. Number 20 seems to have been his calling. The spray away. ZKS actually kills Issa, who's the full HP player. A false sense of security. Doesn't call any B rotations over, though, but it keeps 3 on A busy as the nades start to fall. I think they know what's up. Xantares spraying away, but Yuli's already found the first. Airax onto Calyx as well. Really does turn this on around. Xantares boosted up, should catch out one think on the second. It's so unfortunate he can't finish Spargo. Twixie and Spargo are so low on health, and Woxic spamming through the smoke almost denies the plant, instead takes his teammate. This is a very, very winnable round, and Easter's not rotating. A lot of util retained here for Eternal Fire. I think they've learnt their lesson. Not to deploy it early because they know the KOVA like to run it down, and there you go. Such a good read. Xantara's even expecting the boost. 2 early kills found. The spray through the smoke. He needs to be aware that ZKS could push through, and he does so. But Calyx should be there to pick up the pieces. Still full on health. ZKS tagged up a little, but it doesn't matter. Converts the kill. 3v3. Damage taken here for the T side. They've been timed out. That's a real shame. We will find the kills on the exit, at least one of them. There you go, there's the second. And Spargo will survive, but only with the scout. So, whilst KOVA do win the round, connects to the leg of Twixie. And I think Twixie should be picking up this sniper here, regardless of how confident he is with it. He's on 15 HP, and instead he wants to burst through with the Galil and be the bait man. And the bait man, obviously, does get the information. The flashes are brilliant. And Calyx, well, he goes 1-for-1, but he's done a lot of damage. The spam away. Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable. Does even further damage onto a low ZKS. But can't finish him off. 15-8. Could be 16 if Eternal Fire can close this one out. We saw a 3v3 retake in the last round. Unsuccessful for the CT side. But that was due to the retained utility from the team members defending the bomb site. This time they've got nothing but firepower, and Spargo's called upon in the 1v3. Connects for the first. It's a great flick, but he can't take the second. And it's going to be 16-8 for Eternal Fire. The defuse comes through just in the nick of time. Issa the man with the kit. And there you go. KOVA out of Inferno. Whew. Dominant stuff. Here on Nuke, it's KOVA's pick. It's their better map. But unfortunately, not only are they the underdogs in the series to start off with, but now they're the underdogs and they're a map down. The odds really, really portraying that we just saw from our partners at Pinnacle. The first kill going their way, though, and xantarespeek really struggling to connect ahead, but finally gets one with the final bullets in 50,000 as well. Takes another, wants to take one more with him to the grave, but can't quite do so. But regardless, he's done his job, and he's done it magnificently. Yuli, beautiful bit of patience there, expecting Emor to wrap around the Julies. They're trying to bait out Yuli here on the ladder. Calyx. An unlikely angle to find the headshot, but he takes it. 2v2. No kit in play, so they really do need to speed this up. A lot of time pressure mounting. Very difficult crossfire configuration to try and break here. He said needed to hit that shot, and without it, it's kind of round over. ZKS actually doing a definite advantage here for Eternal Fire. If xantarespeek can find another, this will be huge. He's on a very interesting angle, and almost able to get that sideline onto ZKS, but he's just not quick enough. As they start to burst through, Yuli challenged by Emor, the 5-7, chomping away, and it takes a couple of heads. ZKS now needs to clutch up a 1-on-3. First kill delivered, spots out the second, one taps him, but there's not enough bullets in the clip, only 4 of them, and he can't reload, doesn't want to switch to the pistol, and Xantares takes advantage of that all day long. Marshmallow, but it doesn't. Reset just manages to slip down vents in the nick of time on the head angle, spots him, can't tap him, finds the first though into a 4-on-4, and luckily it gives his teammates enough time to start this rotation. Xantares catches out ZKS. Emor has made a lot of noise, his position's being held, and Arax wins the duel. Headshot found. Calyx, here's one outside. He'll be able to take that one. That's the MP9 finding a kill, and should be able to upgrade here to an AK-47. Xantares, the low HP player, swaps out to the sniper. His tier 1 Turkish brother by his side. But Spargo, oh my goodness, this is such a smart play. Sit in the smoke, they're not going to expect it. And as it starts to fade, he'll push through. He's got a perfect backstab on both. Quick, so hard. And the instant reaction to throw the Molotov means that the defuse can come through. Xantares can take the head, and Spargo puts him in a little bit of a sticky economic situation. The rest of his teammates have got lots of money. He's now only down to $1,700. With Twixie finding his first kill of the game. Gets him on the board. Issa tucked behind the box. I thought his movement was pretty perfect there, but unfortunately gets caught out. No bomb down just yet, though. It is being planted, and as the nades rain in, they try and push through, and it does not work out. xantarespeek and Xantares will probably just fall away and save in this one. And it's a very, very tough site to retake. But if you just jump spot, you don't allow your opponents to kill you, you just maintain control. Use your utility to tag them down and force them back. It's absolutely perfect, and it means that they have to, in a last-second desperation, funnel onto the A site, where they're absolutely crushed. A flawless round here for Eternal Fire, and Spargo, though this is where he's so scary. On a map like Nuke, he has so much space to free reign with that orb. I always think the orb in Inferno can be very, very difficult, and Xantares, oh my. He's patiently waited on the other side of Ad Smoke so many rounds. This round he says, you know what, I'm just going to burst through it. I've got the confidence, and they're not going to expect it, and they absolutely don't. xantarespeek with another orb shot. Gets the bomb down, but not in a position to defend it, especially not with that molly. So instead, falls away, goes for the re-peek after Spargo's flash, and even wins that duel. He is just unstoppable. Major advantage onto Twixie. It kind of all depends on who sees who first. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the duel, but it's Twixie that wins it. Emor on the stairs, ready to take contact. Yuli's head about to poke over, and there you go, taps it away. Needs to find the second, though, to level out these numbers, and he does. A 5v3 becomes a 3-on-3, all off of Emor's shoulders, and he even takes it in his favour. 3v2, now a 2-on-2 as Twixie finally trades. As he's tripled his frag count this round, and he wants to do more. And xantarespeek and Issa A very clutchable round, but not one that's necessarily in their favour. Not with the retake on the B site. Woxic has to try and trade it out, expecting ZKS to aggressive close range. This bomb, they're going to try and bomb it into the A site. Calyx anticipating it to be B because there has been noise made, and I think the call's been made as well. But they've still got 3 defenders over towards this A side of things. Molly should flush out the hollow vents player, but Emor plays that so well. And I'll explain why in a minute, because Woxic's about to shut it down. One big flick onto Twixie, second peek out, finds the kill, and my goodness, Woxic with another triple. He's now on 19 frags. The east side's actually quite vulnerable right now. And there we go. Deep smokes come in. They've got an option with those deep smokes. They can either wrap around to A or get down to secret. With Arax finding that headshot, I think they're going to try and push on to A, but Easter's aggression works out nicely. Twixer trades it. But at 3-on-2, Woxic from behind with the AWP doesn't quite get the timing on the bomb, slipping through Hut. There's still a chance of the retake. Xantares needs to win this. Jewel does so beautifully. Headshot found. Spargo finds Woxic though. And Xantares, position known, 2-on-1 to clutch up. AWP retrieved from Spargo. And he's the resident sniper as well. He's the man you want with it. Xantares confident, but he's going to be towards Squeaky, and he's not. There's just so many angles for him to clear. Twixie held on to sight, not going to move a muscle. Spargo on the tight angle, and he connects the shot beautifully. 11-4, KOVA do manage. It's actually really bizarre. On the other side of things, Eternal Fire not opting for any utility. Glocks in Kevlar on all 5, and that is an unbelievable read. What on earth? They've dropped down ramp, and ZKS hasn't even peeked. I'm not sure if he made a step there or something, or maybe he poked the silencer out, but if Calyx has just kind of spidey sense to that, spun around, 6th sense kicks in, and he's found that headshot, then that's unreal. With Xantares finding that headshot, I think this one is all said and done. This could be the beginning of the end as Eternal Fire take the pistol round in a flawless fashion. And these pistols are actually getting some good damage done. And for KOVA, it doesn't actually look like they're going for the round. They've got no kit, so they're just looking for exits. And exits, maybe they find. No, Calyx there to stop it. And there you go, just a complete shutdown. Arax might be able to catch one from behind. Oh my goodness, that was so messy. That could have been 2. Instead, only the 1. Spargo, Woxic, not opting for 1 in this round. Definitely had enough money to invest, but decided against it. His teammates could have dropped him 1 as well. Instead, they want to just go for brute force with these rifles. And oh my goodness, look at that. What a complete shutdown. Every single man connecting his shots. Xantares even. And ZKS on a nice little off angle here. Might be able to finally trade out Xantares. He's seen his backside poke through that window, but he hasn't reacted to it. He does manage to find that first. Not going to expect Xantares to his side though. And Xantares makes it a 4K. Maybe from these guys, we're used to it. But at this stage, it's not a performance you see all too often. Yuli does open things up with a nice kill, though. ZKS does take 1. Emor picks up the pieces again. A 5v4 comes into a 3-on-3 just like that. Emor and Issa are incredibly low on health, but Emor playing this so interestingly, pushing through the smoke. Yuli reads it, though. And Calyx, the only man with HP behind him, looking to try and do some damage, but Yuli up the ladder. Pretty much single-handedly takes this round. Can't quite get the finisher. It's Spargo to do so, but that's all on Yuli's shoulders. 3 kills for him there. Completely oblivious. And for now, they're not even going to push through. With 40 seconds left, Calyx is actually going to be the first point of contact. Out of the squeaky door, spots the silencer, doesn't react to it. There's the site player gone. The AWP falls. Calyx tears right through the defense. And there you go. Emor finishes off the job. 16-5. I didn't think it could be any more one-sided than Inferno, but it was. And what an unbelievable series.